Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be changing out the products in my everyday makeup drawer, switching them from October's products to what I'm going to be using for November. So I'm going to go ahead now and take everything out that I've had in my drawer for October, and while I'm doing that, if you are not subscribed, I would love it if you would. I upload a new video every single week, so let's get started and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so last month I had a very minimal makeup drawer. This month I'm going to be putting in a few more products. I'm not on practicum anymore. I'm at university and then I'm working for a couple of weeks. So I've got a little bit more creative freedom when it comes to my makeup, and I'm feeling a little bit more inspired by my makeup this month than I was last month. So first of all, I am going to be leaving in my Mario Badescu spray. I use this as a primer as well as a setting spray, but as you can see, it's almost gone. So I'm also going to be putting in my LA Girl primer for when that's all finished. And I'm also going to be putting in my Maybelline Master Fix setting spray also for when that one is finished. For foundations, I really want one that's just not fussy at all this month because I am still at university, so I'm kind of in a rush in the mornings, and then when I finish uni I'm going to be working for a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to have time to fluff around with my foundation. So I want one that I know is super easy to apply. And that is this one here, the Lancome Matte Miracle 24-hour foundation, which is actually like my favorite, so I'm happy to have that in there. Same thing for concealer. This is the one that I find the quickest and easiest to apply. It's the Maybelline Master Conceal. And then for powder, I am just still trying to use up my Rimmel Stay Matte. I reckon I can have this gone by the end of the year, so that is my goal. So for my eyes, I only have the one eyeshadow primer, so of course that is just staying there. I actually want to start using the Zulu palette again by Juvia's Place. It's got these amazing bright colours, so it'll be exciting to play with that again. Oh, it doesn't fit. How annoying is that? You know what? Let's move that. And then for those days where I don't feel like wearing super bright eyeshadow or I'm going to work, I'm putting back in my original Naked palette. I think I'm going to try and go back to the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. I've just absolutely been neglecting it the last few months. Oh, for brows. Now actually I do have a brow pencil that I might use, but because I've dyed my hair a little bit lighter recently, I thought I would have a go with Buck from the Naked palette and see if that matches okay, but it might be a little bit warm. So if it doesn't work, then I will be using the Mellow Cosmetics Brow Definer, but I'm not going to put it in at the moment because this way it'll remind me to try that shade from the Naked palette. And I'm also going to be using the Ico Brow Gel again. For bronzer, I'm putting in the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. That is what the shade looks like. It's really pretty. Now that is satisfying. How perfectly does that fit there? And then for blush, now this is where I have kind of changed up what I'm doing with my makeup recently. Blush has historically been like one of my top 2 makeup products to apply. I love blush, but in the last couple of weeks, I've just found that I don't want to wear blush. I'm kind of enjoying being a little bit more creative with my eyeshadow looks, and I'm kind of getting back into wearing brighter lipsticks. And so when I come to apply blush, I just don't want it to clash, and so I end up just being like, you know what, I'm not even going to wear any. So I thought that for the days that I do want to wear blush, I feel like I'm not going to want anything terribly bright. So firstly, I've got my Tarte blush. This is in the shade Exposed, and it's just a really neutral blush. It is a cool toned pink, but this will go with any kind of cool toned look. So that is there if I want a cool toned option, or if I want a warmer option, I've got this one from MAC. This is Warm Soul. It's a really popular blush. It's kind of a bronzy shade. It just adds a little bit of warmth without having too much colour. So I feel like those two will be good options considering that I'm not really wanting to add colour with my blushes at the moment. And then for a highlighter, I figured I'd go back to my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. There are some beautiful shades in there and I'm excited to use them again. Finally, for lip products, the first one that I want to put in, I don't think I've even shown you guys yet. I've actually had it for over a month, but I completely forgot to put it in my makeup drawer last month. I just forgot that I had it. It's in the shade Kinda Sexy, and it's just a really beautiful nude. It's a little bit peachy. It's quite similar to Velvet Teddy but a little bit lighter. So I thought this would be a good lipstick to have for days where my eyeshadow is out of the Zulu palette, because then it won't compete too much. I also wanted to put back in my chubby stick from Clinique. This is in the shade Chunky Cherry. I had this in last month. And I used it heaps. You can even tell how much I used it, and that's just in a month. And then for a couple of brighter options, I've got a couple of lipsticks from Topshop. So this first one here is in the shade Falling Fast, and it looks really bright, but actually it's quite a sheer lipstick, so I think that will be nice for just a little bit of colour. And then same thing with this one. This is called Straight Ace, and again, like, it looks very purple, but when you apply it, it's just more of a sheer kind of lilac colour. So I thought for days where I'm maybe wearing eyeshadow from the Naked palette and I don't have too much colour going on in other areas, I thought it would be nice to have a couple of more colourful spring lipsticks. And that is my makeup drawer for November. It's looking a little bit more full and healthy than last month's makeup drawer. I am really excited to get into some of these products. A lot of them I've not used in a really long time. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Bye!